What is going on, YouTube? I probably shouldn't be yelling because I got a microphone, as you guys can see. I've been making little tiny investments to, make these videos a little bit professional. Being that obviously I'm an amateur here, but, Amazon is quite an interesting place to find some reasonably priced video editing accessories, or excuse me, video capturing accessories. Got me a little stand, a microphone, a little light. Doing these little small investments. Even though it's equipment, it's investments in myself. And what I'm trying to do, and the message I'm trying to send. And so again, you guys probably hear me a little clearer from here on out. And even though it's like right in your face, I don't mind. So, with that being said, welcome to day number 12 of 30 days of consistency. And it's me, your boy, Naldo Sims. I just made that up. I'm just making up names every day. These videos are mostly freestyle. I have some stuff to talk about, but I'm going to save it for tomorrow's Monday motivation. I'm actually going to do my best to try to post that video at a reasonable time. And I also need to stop making noise with my hands. And I got some good stuff to talk to you guys tomorrow. Good stuff to talk to you guys about with tomorrow. With today's video, again, I'll try to keep it short. It is a weekend. I just want to remind you guys, you guys see me running around. You guys have seen me hanging out over the past couple days with my girlfriend's best friend, and she's also a dear friend of mine. And my girlfriend herself, she turned 25 yesterday. It was a big, it's a big thing. It's a quarter century. Very grateful. I think everybody should be grateful for another year on this earth. And like you guys saw, I recorded videos in a restroom and in a car, and that was just to show you guys that no matter where I'm at, I'm going to be here. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, no matter the circumstance. Whether I have a stand or not, whether I have a mic or not, whether I have my light or not, at the very least, I'll always have my phone. So you guys will always get these videos. And I won't always have the time to give them the description maybe. But even in my busy days, I'm here taking time out of my day because I want to motivate you guys. This weekend is a perfect example of in the first week, I talked about spending time with family, and I had my daughter over that weekend. And, it's very important, regardless of what you're doing, that you spend time with your family. And I had a conversation with a good friend about time. I always have trouble with procrastination, time management. And I think when it comes down to it, it's just I'm not putting the effort to change it the way I would like to. I just keep talking about it. And so, he told me, there's good distractions and there's bad distractions. Bad distraction is you're doing some work, somebody calls you up, hey, what's up, bro? What you doing? You want to smoke? You want to go have a drink? Hey, you want to come this and this and that, and you had something to go do, and now you go hang out and do something unproductive. That's a bad distraction. Good distractions, you're at home, you're working, boom, grinding on the laptop, you got stuff going on, and then, your kid comes up and says, Daddy, come watch this show with me. And you're just like, baby, but I can't. No, Daddy, please, come on, just come with me one show. And so you're like, what the heck, And that's a good distraction. And it's a good distraction because it's good because you're spending time with your family. And you can never go wrong with that. There's never a going wrong with that. But it's still a distraction. And you could have sat down, it was going to be like 10-15 minutes, and 10-15 minutes turned into an hour or 2 hours. And now you're an hour, 2 hours behind on the work you were just grinding on before your daughter or your son came up and said, watch this show with me. And so, it's a good distraction because it's your kids, but it's still a distraction. And so, in spending time with your family, I will always encourage it. When it comes to distractions, learn how to manage them. Cut out your bad distractions. I mean, that's I have no There's nothing wrong with going and taking a smoke break. There's nothing wrong with going and having a beer. There's nothing wrong with any of that. However, if you're stopping in the middle of working, in the middle of what you should be doing to go distract yourself, I'm definitely going to tell you that, I don't agree with it. I definitely agree with you taking a step back. If you have the time to take a break, by all means. Don't just kill yourself. If you got something due on Friday and it's Sunday, don't kill yourself today trying to get it done by tomorrow when you do have that time. However, don't procrastinate it. Just balance yourself out. Find a way to find some kind of balance in your life to where everything is getting the proper attention. Everything is getting the attention that it needs from you. Your rest, your health, your children or your siblings, your parents, your pets. That's all family. Dogs, cats included, fish, any animal. It's all family. It's finding that balance. And so, always encouraging to spend time with your family. Don't put your kids off because, one day your kid is born, the next day your kid is 10. And my daughter's almost 11 now. And I also have a son who it's 6. And, it's crazy. Like, it's like just yesterday they were born. And, so balance your shit out. Don't kill yourself. Balance your shit out. If you don't, the point in life is not to work hard, killing yourself to enjoy a retirement that's going to run out. That's why I encourage you guys to live the life that you want. Don't work for somebody else if it's work. If you love what you do, it's not work. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to start a business. But you have to love what you do, or you're not going to give, you're not going to give time. You're not going to give yourself time. You're not going to give your family time. You're not going to give your kids time. You're not going to give your wife time. You're not going to give your husband time, mom, dad. And like, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. I'm sure you've heard that many a times before. Everybody wakes up at a certain time. Monday through Sunday, my alarm goes off at 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning, I start my day. Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock, I'm dialing Legendary Marketer Morning Call. I'm listening Monday through Thursday, 15 minutes. Friday, Free Coaching Friday Call. You actually get to call in, ask questions, which is why I love the Legendary Marketer community. They're really there to try to help you out. And again, ask me if you want to ask me about that. I always post a link below if you want more information on Legendary Marketer. I bring that up because that's one of the methods that I'm choosing to change my life and to create my freedom and to not have to ever go and clock back in to anybody else's business ever again. It's like, I really don't care about opinions, but it's like, I genuinely, agree. I'd rather work 100 hours for myself than 40 hours for someone else, and that's the truth. And then once those, that pays off, because then you get to a point where you can actually leverage other people's time to where you're basically, how do I say this? You put yourself in a position to leverage other people's times to where you don't have to spend the time doing it anymore. Creating that freedom. Money isn't everything, but a certain amount is going to relieve anyone. Everyone has an amount that they can be happy with. Unless you're off somewhere living off the land, literally, everyone has an amount that's comfortable to live with. Not everyone needs $1 million a year. Not everyone needs $1 million a day. Some people do. More power to them. I have no quarrel. What having money does, it allows you to leverage other people's time to open up your schedule. If you want to be in shape, clean up your diet, and get in really good shape. But you don't want to spend time in the kitchen. You don't want to spend time learning what you should and shouldn't eat. You don't want to spend time cooking that shit. You don't want to spend time wondering what routines you do. Well, when you got money, you can hire, you can hire somebody to do your meal prep for you. You can actually hire somebody to cook it for you. You can hire a personal trainer. You can do so many things. And like, people see this, you can see it however you want. One day I will do all these things, and then eventually I'll learn to do them on my own. But the point of that is that now, because I can afford to leverage somebody else to, somebody else's time to do that stuff for me, now that time frees up for me to go, take that trip to Bali. I got my first vacation in sight for 2018. I got somewhere I'm going to go visit in 2018, and the only reason I won't tell you where I'm going, you guys, is because you'll see when I get there. Talk is cheap. And I don't want to put it out there just blah, blah, blah. I got somewhere I want to go this year, or excuse me, this next year. And, money opens up the door for that. I was able to travel. The Army gave me the ability to see new places, but, it wasn't always a vacation. I mean, I'll definitely say that most people won't be able to go take a vacation in Iraq anytime soon. But I lived there for 12 months. It was interesting. I like traveling. I want to go see places. I don't want to be stuck here anymore. And the only way I'm going to do that is by generating income. And generating income through a lifestyle where I can do it from my laptop, where I don't have to be there. More power to self-employed people. You're one step above the employee, but really you just own the job. If you don't show up, business ain't running. You're not making money. You're still tied to it. It's probably worse. Spend time with your family. Balance your time. Always focus on what where you're going. Figure out what you want and go chase it. I'm sorry again. I'm terrible at making these videos, and I know I'll improve, but it honestly feels good to be able to make these videos, to hopefully bring some positivity. You can feel some positivity coming through here. You can see the genuineness that I really want to motivate whoever you are. I got a message today on Instagram of somebody who said, hey, I'm sending you a message, and then did send a message and said, I'm always trying to find, like-minded people to chat with, and I see their page, and their page has nothing but positive quotes along with spending time with their family. And that makes me feel good. And that makes me feel good because that's what I want. I want somebody to say, hey man, I like what you're doing. I feel it. And then I want to have a conversation, and then I want to learn from them. And to be honest, I also want that person who's struggling to come to me and ask me a question. As a matter of fact, I had a family member do so. And I need to keep this video short for you guys, but I've had people reach out to me, which is what I want. So I want to help you, whoever you are. They say you can't help anyone unless you don't help yourself first, and I promise you, I'm helping myself right now. Making this video for you, whoever you are, you watching this video, I'm helping myself, I promise. Coming out of my shell, I'm one of those people that hate the sound of their voice. Doesn't feel photogenic at times. Isn't one of those, it's just I don't belong in front of the camera, but I have a purpose, so it's not about me, but at the same time it is about me. As crazy as all that sounds, and so this is progress for me. This is big progress, and I've had quite a few people, to be honest with you, saying that, you know, like it's pretty cool what I'm doing. They like the motivation. They like that I'm doing good. And to be honest with you, I don't have everything that I want right now, but I have everything that I need for sure. And you know, with everything that I've been through, I don't let it define me. You guys, I'm a veteran who unfortunately got kicked out of the army because I made stupid decisions, you know, and I own them. But I was depressed for a while, you know, and then eventually I did something stupid. Do I feel that, you know, the reasons, you know, I ended up in prison? Do I feel that the reasons, you know, how everything happened, the charges, all that, you know, did I deserve how it all happened? No, but did I deserve to get in trouble? Yes. When I sat in prison, when I sat in jail, you know, all in all, it was 21 months, almost 2 years of my time, you know, and I humbled myself. I chose to experience it different. I chose to define it. I didn't let it define me. And I always said that, you know, convicted felon, ex-con, whatever you want to, you know, my shit got domestic violence labeled on it. I don't give a shit about any of it. I chose, while I was in those circumstances, that I would never let those circumstances define who I was. Period. You guys, I got a big heart. I get it from my dad. My dad's probably one of the hardest, softest men I know. You know, my dad, I think I've seen him cry maybe a handful, not even a handful of times. My dad's one of the hardest people I know. You know, a disciplinary man. But he was always trying to help somebody less fortunate. He was always trying to give $1 out. He was always trying to do something for someone who was struggling. And my dad, you know, he's born in El Salvador. He came from nothing. You know, you gotta have a big heart. You gotta do it for other people. You can't just do it for yourself. You work on yourself, but you gotta be humane. Talk about other people too. So today's video, which was supposed to be short, is now a 20-minute video, and I'm really sorry, you guys. But I'm gonna upload it whether you want to watch it or not. With that being said, this weekend, you know, it's what is this, like this? It's the third weekend left this year. So we got 2 more weekends, something like that. I may be wrong, but yeah, it's the end of another year. That was fast. So day number 12. Day number 12. The little things in life. Enjoy the people. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the memories. Make great memories. As always, you guys, I'll get better at these videos. I'm sorry. Dragging on. But nonetheless, another day of motivation for you guys. Another day of consistency. Another day of a happy me. And I hope it's another day of a happy you. I love you guys, as always. And I'm happy for you. And if you're struggling, man, pick up that phone and call somebody. Or reply in the comments below. Or hit me up on Instagram. And if you really need to hear my voice, I have a phone number too. I'll give it to you. I care because I've lost friends. I've had a very, very, very close friend of mine take his life, you know, while I was incarcerated. I just, you know, I don't want to see that happen to you guys. Doesn't have to be me, but reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody because, you know, somebody loves you. I promise. And you guys have a good day. Damn, got me in the feels. You guys have a good day. And as always, I hope you enjoyed my content. I hope you enjoyed today's video. The little things in life matter. You guys have a good night. Take care. I love you all. Have a good night.